So glad we can have this time together here on this Tuesday. And today I'd like to look again at Barnabas. I mentioned, I think the last time I looked at another aspect of Barnabas, how he reminds me of my father, someone who would come alongside as a preacher to other people and do what he could to encourage them. He was called the son of consolation, and that certainly marked Barnabas's life. Because of him, we had the great apostle Paul, for he discipled him. And he took Mark, who ran away, and made him a servant that was profitable unto Paul. Just amazing. And he had a great deal to do with the first Gentile church at Antioch. The disciples sent him up there. But I love the description of him in verse 24. For he was a good man and full of the Holy Ghost and of faith, and much people was added unto the Lord. Now, as we look at an increasingly secular society, the last election was sobering because you see the nation is really divided right down the middle on a lot of that. And it's very easy for us to realize the future doesn't look good. But you know, things change when many people are added unto the church. And I think it's significant that this was put in the same verse that described Barnabas. And so let me just mention these wonderful truths. He was a good man. He was pure. His motives were right. He was a man that had goodness. The Spirit of God was working. In fact, the second thing that was said here is that he was full of the Holy Ghost. And that gave him power, wisdom, grace, and all of the fruit of the Spirit. That was just part of his life. That's what made him a good man. But I want to focus on the matter of faith. He had walked with God enough and had seen the Word of God do exactly what God said it would do, that he was full of faith. He believed that God was big enough to overcome the Gentile city of Antioch, that God was able to take this former persecutor of the church, Saul, who became Paul, and transform him. He had faith to believe that Mark, who was such a disappointment, could turn around and become a great man of God. He had faith that the world could be reached with the gospel. He saw it on that first missionary journey. And my friends, in our day, the most important thing for us is to have faith in God's word, to so walk with him that the word's alive and he quickens us. Remember, part of the fruit of the Spirit is faith. Now, faith is our exercising our will in dependence upon God's word, but God strengthens us so our minds are illuminated and we're encouraged, and we then are able to exercise faith in an even greater way. Oh, let's be men and women of faith. Many people can be added to the church if we've got the real deal. And so I really want to encourage you. Don't fall into unbelief. Don't fall into any kind of discouragement. Let's let God, through the Spirit of God, cause us to learn to truly believe that God can do great things. Let's be men and women of faith in God's mighty word.